guys, welcome back to another Jungles Travels. So, where are we going this week? Well, as you remember last week, I copped out and gave you the respray video because I didn't have a chance to go anywhere. But where we should have gone was somewhere between Loughborough and Melton Mowbray. Because I'm a bit cack with my timekeeping, we didn't get a chance. So that's where we're heading this week. What we're doing now is I'm heading over to the Peak District. On the map of where we're going from and to, Edale is about halfway in between, that's about a third of the way along. So I figure, drive to the Peak District tonight, see if any of my mates are there, have a catch up, say hello, and then in the morning, first thing, get up about 7 in the morning and I'm going to head over to, it's a little village called, let me get this right, Seagrave, I believe. That's kind of where the dart hit. No idea what we're going to find there. As you know, the last little village we went to, there was nobody there. It was like one person. It was dead. So, not really holding out much hope on this one, but you never know, it might surprise us. Seagrave might be a little bit of mystery and seediness, you never know. We'll find out in the morning. So right now, we're going to head to Edale, park up for the night. It's a nice safe park up, it's chilled out there, I like it. As you can see, it's very busy up here. This is the top road where Blue John Cavern is. You can just make out it's absolutely peppered with vans. But to be honest, I kind of expected it anyway. Yeah, I did sort of expect it being busy up here because it was a nice hot day. So I'm going to go down to the bottom road because I think that's where the people I know will be. So we'll head down to the bottom road. Right, we've just come through Winnet's Pass. I was going to film it for you, but it was very dark. So we're going to head up that way. Already I can see van after van after van. Yeah, it's very busy, very busy, but you expect it, it's a popular place. So right guys, so I've got parked up and we're in Edale. Just past the beech woods at the bottom. A few friends up here, so I'm just going to go and chill around the fire for a bit, say hello, be sociable, and then hopefully not have a late night tonight. It's about 9:30 now, so probably hang out here for an hour, chill out for a bit, bed about midnight. I want to be up for about 7 AM. I want to be away from here for about 7, half 7, and then we'll head to Seagrave. As I said, no idea what's there. Last time we went to Wath, and it was a beautiful place, but it was as quiet as a grave. So hopefully Seagrave's got a little bit more going on. We'll find out when we get there. Anyway, right now I'm going to have a well-deserved beer and go and chill out. Right, that was nice. Just had a nice catch up with some friends. So that was really nice. That a couple of beers, bit of a chat around the campfire as you do. It's now 2:30 in the morning. See, 2:30, and I'm just coming to bed now. Didn't realise how fast time has gone, and the clocks have gone forward an hour. So when I looked before and thought, oh, it's only 12:30, it's not too bad. It's actually 1:30, so now it's 2:30. So yeah, so a little bit tired now, so I'm going to get some sleep and hopefully be up for about 7 in the morning. So up for about 7, head to Seagrave, check out Seagrave. I'm going to pop back here because I said I'd pop back around lunchtime and have a coffee with Rick Beechwood, catch up with the Beechwoods. Right now, I'm going to chill out and get some sleep. So, see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, guys. So it's 7:30 in the morning. How beautiful is that? This is why I love coming to this place, because it's like, it's just, what a gorgeous sunrise. All the mist. Nice. Anyway, I've got a cup of coffee on the go, because in about 20 minutes we need to go. Little coffee boiling away there. So the plan is, I'm gonna get changed, have a cup of coffee, put my hat on, hide my messy hair, I need to get my hair cut. And then we'll head to Seagrave. And hope it's not quiet as a grave. Probably find a grave. But anyway. Edale Valley. Beautiful morning rose. Today is going to be a very nice day. Gorgeous. Anyway, I'm going to get my coffee. Right guys, got my coffee, got my pancakes, and a beautiful day. Let's get on the road. Guys, we're nearly there. You see that sign? Seagrave, 1 mile away. What will we find? Apart from a really weird junction. We're here. We're in Seagrave. Just across there actually is the original sign with the town coat of arms on. So I'll have a look at that in a minute. Ooh, exciting. Seagrave. I'm trying to make it exciting, because I've got a funny feeling it's going to be dull as anything. I don't know why. Anyway, let's go and have a look. Let's see what Seagrave has to offer, if anything. I do know that over that hill there is Leicester City Football Club training ground. Past that just on the way over the hill, but I didn't get the camera out in time, and it was right at the side, so I'll try and get a shot of that on the way back. For all you football fans out there. But right now, let's enter the murky waters of Seagrave. Now, I don't know if I can park in there or not. This is the village hall. Gates will be closed at dusk. Ooh, might be able to park in here. When you actually look, there is a camper van already parked there. So I think I'm going to park here. There's quite a few actually. Parked at Seagrave Memorial Hall. I think there's been a bit of a coffee morning going on, because I just seem to see a lot of pensioners coming out of here with bottles of wine. Coffee mornings. Pensioners get pissed. So we got all these people walking back to the caravans. Look like they've had a little camping club coffee morning. I'm assuming it's the East Midlands Motor Caravanners Club. All these lovely people coming out with bottles of wine and everything. Has it been some coffee morning or something? Yeah. You've always been winning raffle prizes. Awesome.
You're doing a bit of vlogging, lad.
I am, yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
What for your channel? We got a channel in that lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So basically I throw a dart at a dartboard, wherever it lands, that's where I come.
Oh, blimey.
No, a map, sorry, not a dartboard.
Yeah. What are these diesel prices and petrol
I know.
prices?
Hey, things you do for vlogging.
Hey, I
Things
should
you
get a
do.
smaller map and throw it in.
Well, yeah.
I get a couple of streets and go like that with it.
Yeah. So you're local? Are you a local guy?
No, from Leicester.
Oh, right, okay.
From Leicester and that lot, but yeah.
Yeah.
But we've had a good time here. We'll come out.
Yeah.
In the motorhomes and then go to the hall.
Yeah, seems, yeah.
And have a couple of good nights there, so.
Awesome.
What's your channel?
Jungles Travels.
Jungles Travels.
Yeah.
Radio. Jungle Travels, man. Remember that one? We'll have a look then.
Yeah, have a look.
Alright, you
Cheers.
take care, buddy.
You too. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
See you later.
Remember, get some smaller map so you can throw.
Yeah, let's stay local. There you go, nice job. Right, let's go and see what Seagrave has to offer. Because it looks like the coffee morning's all out of wine and chocolates because everybody's walked out with them. So anyway, let's go into the village. I think it should be safe enough there while we go for a wander around Seagrave. Are you curious to see what Seagrave has to offer? Do you wonder what's behind the electric gates? Down the long driveway? Yeah, anyway, village centre, that way, so let's see what it's got to offer. A primitive Methodist chapel. Don't know what a primitive Methodist chapel is, but yeah, there you go. Now it's a house. Well, what are you thinking so far? I think it's a very beautiful little village. It's the kind of place where if your garden was a bit untidy you'd probably get lynched. That's what I'm kind of thinking right now. Looks like there's been a bit of land clearing going on there. 3 guesses as to what they'll be putting there. Probably one of those. We could go up Mucklegate Lane. Or should we just carry on down here for a minute? That looks like I've come to a dead end. Oh. There's a local planning application going on there. Rebuilding of a barn, convert it to a house, make a few £100 grand. Tell you what though, this is a beautiful little village. Loving this nice big red brick farmhouse at the top of the lane. It's beautiful. Definitely my kind of building, that. Anyway, I have to go back down this way. How cool is that for a name? Ye Old Sausage Shop. Shop spelt with 2 P's and an E. Ye Old Sausage Shop in Seagrave. Bet you can't buy sausages there anymore. Now, judging by the amount of signs saying please do not park on the village green, one being there and one being up there, I can only assume that during summer months it's popular with these type of people, walkers and ramblers, who for some reason take it to park on the village green. Don't, it's not allowed. They don't like it in Seagrave. You know what? You could actually sit here all day. So nice. Just imagine the middle of summer when it's all been mowed. Picnics, chilled out. Beautiful. Do you know what? I get a funny feeling. They probably frown upon me walking on the village green. Even though there's a bench round a tree and there's no path to it. You wonder what's down there? Down Water Lane. It's the locals. Out with the guard dogs. Check that one out there. So it says 1719 in the brickwork. That's cool. What are you thinking of Seagrave so far? Are you enjoying it? Nice little village, isn't it? Very pretty. Let's go and check out the cemetery, because why not? We know you live them. See, in a way, a cemetery is kind of like a history book, in the fact that by reading the headstones you can tell what went on in a place, how old the church is. See straight away, 1729. Anne, the wife of Richard, she departed this life the 7th day of December in the year of our Lord 1729, in the 61st year of her age. 1734. This is a really old cemetery, by the way. All the headstones you can just see, they're all like really old 1720s. Check this one out. Prepare for death, repent, do not delay. She's gone before, and we must not long stay. So basically she's gone before him, and he knows it won't be long before he joins her. It's just lovely little poems like that. Might be a bit macabre for some people, but I find it quite interesting. And it's my channel, so I'll put on what I want. When you think like 1729, age 61, so she was born in, what, 1660? Wow. And this one, you can't even read it. It's just a piece of slate. All of them are worn off. Like silent sentinels. See, now when you look at this tree stump here, look at the size of the stump. So that tree was a good 100, probably 150-year-old before they chopped it. Which means the graves behind it were probably put in 100 and odd years before the tree started to grow. Mad, isn't it? This is actually a really old cemetery. It's unusual to find one this old with this many ancient graves in. We'll check this one out. Look at the detailing on that. You just see like the chalice at the top. Well, actually, here's a nice little epitaph at the bottom. Let's have a look. Read it. The earth must be your bed. You readers all, both old and young. Whenever the summons comes, your time on earth will not be long. So flee from sin to Christ apply, for death will come, and die ye must. Before death calls you home, and like to me, return to dust. And that was by Winfield. There you go, that was, here's another one there. The faithful pair are laid. Some of the detail on these graves is amazing. When you think like this headstone, this one especially, 1773. So this headstone was carved like, what, 250 years ago. Look at the detail and how deep it is. Nice. Anyway, that's enough macabre shit for y'all. Let's go and have another wander around the village and see what else we can find. Already I'm finding it quite slightly interesting. A bit more interesting than WAF. Right, last one for you. Here's a challenge. So, the epitaph at the bottom. Alas, how frail is mortal man. His date on earth is but a span. Then look and learn, as you pass by, both how to live and how to die. I was with pain, too far oppressed, which wore my strength away, and made me long for eternal rest, which never will decay. But the date's actually done in Roman numerals, which I'm trying to think of Roman numerals. Or actually, if you want to call them properly, Etruscan numerals, because the Romans actually adopted them from the Etruscans, in case you didn't know that. So they're actually Etruscan numerals, not Roman. So we actually say it wrong. They actually came up with them. Anyway, but it's something, I think it's like 1798 or something like that, looking at it. I could be wrong. If anybody knows Roman numerals, let me know. I'm thinking that one's 1798 and that one's 17... yeah, don't know. Do you know what, I'm going to Google it later, I give up. But it's the detail, isn't it? It's just amazing. Anyway, I have noticed though that the Winfield guy seems to like putting Bible quotes at the bottom. Anyway. Check out the sculptures. Very nice there. There's just these little sculptures everywhere, isn't there? That's been rubbed a lot, hasn't it? It's sandstone as well, so it wears quite easy, that. Just imagine what detail must have been in that originally. You can see all like the hairs in the beard. So back in like, whenever this church was built, which must have been pre-1700, or around 1700, because the graves are 1720, so the church must have been in before the graves. So them sculptures must have been like really detailed. Tell the ones on this side have been more weather damaged. Awesome. Anyway, beautiful little church. The very ancient graveyard. Very, very ancient. Anyway, let's go into the main part of the village. How do we know this is the main part of the village? Because the main pub's there. Pub's always in the centre, isn't it? I'm assuming at some point this was a barn. Oh yeah, the barn. Big giveaway. Butcher's Lane. So I'm guessing at some point there was a butcher's on here. We could ask the locals some local history, couldn't we? Nothing out.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a bit of vlogging.
What?
Vlogging.
Vlogging?
Vlogging, yeah.
Why?
Basically I travel around the country and then just find little places like this. So basically I have a map of the country, throw a dart at it, wherever it lands that's where I go and find out what I can find about the place.
Oh, right.
So what can you tell me about Seagrave?
Well, we've lived here for about 20 years.
Yeah?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
There's no development possible.
Yeah?
It's as it is.
So it's like a historical village so you can't touch it?
That's correct.
Yeah.
You cannot touch it.
Awesome.
There's no development whatsoever.
That's good. Is it famous for anything?
Is it? Not really. There was a castle down there.
It used to be, yeah. What, down this road?
In the field, down the road, there's a field.
Yeah.
There was a castle.
Right.
A long time ago.
That's interesting.
Long gone.
Yeah? Any remains of the castle there, no?
No. Can't see any.
So you can't even see like the earthworks of where it was
No.
sat or anything?
No, you can't.
Oh, that's a shame.
No.
Is it marked on a map as like a castle there? Or...
I think it is.
Is
Yeah.
it?
I think it is.
Ooh.
This is a Formula 1 racetrack.
Is it? The locals like riding up and down here really fast. Yeah.
There's a hump there, but they don't take a bloody bit of notice. They're
No.
not taking off.
Yeah. Especially coming downhill a bit as well. Like the,
Formula 1 racetrack.
yeah.
Nothing on the road, put my foot down, 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, and then you hit the village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in all. Allegedly, this is a 7.5 tonne restrict.
Oh, right.
Slow down! But you should see what comes through it.
I can imagine.
Bloody enormous.
Yeah. So how would I get to the site of the castle?
Down there, that's the accommodation road.
What, this road here?
That's the accommodation road down there.
Right.
Through the gate, through the field.
Yeah. Might have a wander and have a look. Thank you very much. Enjoy your walk. There you go. The slightly informative person. Doesn't like the boy racers. People speeding through the village. On the plus side though, it was nice that he said that the village can't be developed. Although I think he's slightly wrong, because some of these houses do seem quite new. Like all these here. So, maybe it's the central part of the village that can't be developed, but the outskirts can. And they always find ways, don't they? So down here, allegedly, there used to be a castle. And we have electric fence. So we won't touch that. Just across there you've got Leicester City Football Club training ground. As I said on the way down. So there you go. Seagrave's already got a few interesting things. This better not be alive now touching this. It's not, that's alright. You never know with these farmers, do you? How many volts actually run through an electric fence? If anybody knows, let me know. See, now that chap said there's no remains of the castle. But if you know what you're looking for, you can always find remains. So it's like you look on the maps, you can see like the outline of where the castle sat, or the it changes the landscape, so you can spot it. Like looking from here now, you can see humps in the ground. Castle could have sat there. It would make sense that it'd sit on top of a hill and not at the bottom of a hill. Nobody wants a castle in the bottom because it's an easy target. It's supposed to be sat on top of a hill. If you was going to put a castle in the area, you'd probably stick it there, wouldn't you? That would make sense. Who knows? I don't even know where I'm going. So apparently that building there is Seagrave Manor. It actually looks quite new, doesn't it? But it's actually quite old. About 1500s. Yeah. Anyway, so apparently there was a castle here, built in about 1430, and then it only lasted about 40 years and it was destroyed. But you can still see the outlines of the moat and then the other moat that was around it. Apparently put two moats around it, so you can see that apparently. But I'm guessing it's in the middle of that field. The church where we've just been, that was parts of it dating from 1120, but most of it's sort of like 13th century. So it is quite a historic place, and the church is one of the oldest in Kettering. So there you go, a little bit of history for you. Google, everybody's friend. This video is sponsored by nobody, but it should be sponsored by Google. So the village is actually called Barton Seagrave, and originally it was called Barton, which means barley field, and it adopted the name Seagrave after the Seagrave family took over lordship of the manor in about the 1400s, and it was one of the first Seagraves who built the castle, which didn't last very long. So there you go, a little bit more history for you. I'm kind of clutching at straws here. There's not a lot going on here. We have a wall that leads to nowhere. I'm saying it leads to nowhere. No, it does. Steps that lead to a power box and nothing else. Yeah, clutching. Don't really know what else to tell you. It's a beautiful little village. Come and check it out. Yeah. So yeah, basically parts of that church date from 1100s. That is a beautiful church, really, to be fair, isn't it? Anyway, there you go. Seagrave. We came, we saw, we wandered. Home of pretty gardens. Was it worth the trip? I think it was, actually. It does seem a very, very pretty little village. There's the old schoolroom. Just utilise all these old buildings, don't we? Apparently it's known locally as St. Bot's. Don't you just love a cherry blossom tree? Apparently there's actually a place in Japan where there's an avenue of cherry blossoms that you walk down. It just looks amazing. One day, you never know, we might throw the dart a bit further, across some water or something. Should we take a walk up the public footpath and see what's up there? You never know, do you? It might surprise us. There might be something wonderful up here. Probably isn't, but you never know. Part of exploring is finding these little ginnels and places like this. Oh. How nice is that? What kid wouldn't love a massive big climbing frame in the garden? I'm guessing there's horses in this field. Kick and Bite. I don't think that's the names of the horses.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You're right. Thankfully there's no horses in here today. Horses Kick and Bite. She must have just come from the farm. She looks like a horsey kind of person, if you know what I mean. Anyway. I think these must be Kick and Bite. The two horses. Do you know what I would love to learn to ride a horse? I'm terrified of them. Shifty looking, coming over. Stay away, Arson. That's it, sniff the shit, stay away. Oops. He's coming. I don't want the horses to come near me. Stay away, horsey. Don't like the horses. He's a big horsey. If it was a Shetland pony, it wouldn't be a problem. And the other gate's over there. Can I run faster than a horse? Can I fuck? We have other victims over there, more ramblers. Oh, he's coming over. Where's he going? He's just munching his grass, isn't he? It's kind of getting closer, isn't it? I want to go past, but I can't. I think he's doing it on purpose. He was over there before, now he's come over here. Saying he, could be a she. Must be a he. If it was a girl, it would run in the opposite direction. Dude, there's literally no grass there. Fuck off over there. With your big steel toe cap boots on. Ooh. Seriously, there's like no grass there. What are you doing? Well, as you can see, I kind of have a horse blocking my path. Come to Seagrave, they said. They didn't actually. Come to Seagrave. Look at the horse. Look at the big horse blocking your path. Have a wander through the fields. I probably would have gone through the field if I hadn't seen the sign saying to Kick and Bite. And this one's just taking the piss now. Move. Oh. Fucking joking there. Furball. Anytime today, son. He's probably going to do a great big shit now, isn't he, after he's had all that grass. Walk on. When you finish choking, walk on. There we go. Finally, he's buggered off. Well, I'm saying he's buggered off. He's probably going to go and block the other gate now, isn't he? I want to go that way. There's a big horsey in my way. You can smell fear. You know, the other one's walking over. Ganging up on me. Heard him. I don't actually know where they're going. That one's looking a bit agitated. I'm not going that way. I'm taking the piss. I'm staying near the gate just in case he gets a bit frisky. Am I being a big wuss here or something? It's just when I started walking at the side, his leg was going and I was just thinking, this fucker charges. I can't run. Look at me. I can't run. I wasn't built for running. I don't trust him. He's getting a jog on. That's it. Keep walking, son. Keep walking. Go on. Fuck off in the other field. There's your goodbye. If he comes back now, I'm fucked. I'm going to swing that gate shut and leg it. He was taking the piss in. When he saw me walking up the side of him, he's got a little leg going like, yeah, I was scared, this fucker. Arse. Incidentally, probably best not to walk on a field like this in flat shoes. Probably should have put my walking boots on. Anyway, we've made it through the field of ancient beast. See, behind the fence now. Feel safe. Bye, horsey. Thanks for the memory. Twat. Anyway, let's crack on. What? So I've got a funny feeling that this path is going to take me back to the van. I think it's going to bring me out of the village hall. Could be wrong. They're nice, aren't they? Oh, see, she's not scared. Straight up there, nose bag on. I think you've just got to be confident with horses. I think they can smell fear. That one down there was taking the piss because it knew I was scared. I'm not sure what the big castle feels. It's like a big fire pit in the middle, doesn't it? Tell you what though, what a beautiful place. Imagine just working here all day. How peaceful and quiet would it be? So nice. You can see why these horsey crow people always look nice and happy. The equestrian types. Because it's just a chilled existence, isn't it? Anyway, let's crack on. Bye, horsey. Thanks for shitting me up. See, horses may kick and bite. What they should do is put underneath, may also take the piss. Yeah. They're on a special diet of sarcasm and humour. Oh no, look at that for a garden. How beautiful is that? Nice little workshop under a veranda under there. That's gorgeous. That is the garden of a person with a lot of time on their hands. Or young, urban, middle class person with a gardener. One of the two. I'd like to go for the former, not the latter. Anyway, as I said, I think we should be somewhere near the village hall. I think. Although it doesn't look familiar. I know. This is where we are. Back in the centre of the village. There you go, folks. Seagrave. Beautiful, historic Seagrave. What do you think? Nice little place? Marks out of 10? Oh look, there's a grouse over there, or a pheasant. Might be a pheasant actually, I think. And there's a man. I did just see that right then. Village life. There's a man in that silver van with his little kid sat on his front seat driving. Yeah, that guy's got the right idea, hasn't he? Classic motorcycle, just nipped to the shop, French stick sticking out the backpack. Awesome. Anyway, guys, Seagrave, Village of the Year, Central winner, 2008. Didn't know that. So, where to now? I'm going to head back to the peaks. Yeah, back to the peaks. See Rick, have a cup of coffee with him, chill out, but on the way there, just down the road, about 10 minutes down the road, I saw a nice little marina kind of village. So I think we're going to head there and just check that out for a minute. That was my backup plan, just in case Seagrave was shite. But Seagrave is actually a very, very, very nice village. And I can honestly say it's the kind of village I would love to live in. I could actually see myself in a place like this. It's nice, quiet, picturesque, out in the woods, beautiful. People seem nice and friendly. Yeah, Seagrave. Thank you. So before we leave Seagrave, remember when I came out of that ginnel and I thought it came out here? I'm curious as to what's actually through here. A nice little pathway that seems to go to nowhere. Oh, check that out. Village park and a nice little bench. No cars allowed on playing field. How the frickin' hell do you get a car on a playing field anywhere? There we go. Got a nice little playing field. Swings. Little five-a-side football pitch. Nice little bench there, in memory of Chris and Matt Porter, who I'm guessing were into dirt bikes and mechanics. And that there is the school, I believe. How nice is that for a school? So that's Seagrave. A nice little place. I like it. You can imagine living here, couldn't you, in a place like this? The kids going to nice pretty little school like that. Taking them to the park after you've picked them up from school. Sunday coffee mornings in the village hall. Wicker man burning rituals. Solstice in the middle of the village, but they don't talk about that one. Anyway, yeah, anyway. Seagrave.